Parties Podcast, WATP.
This is exciting, guys. We have an acoustic version of Bloody Ass for all of us to check out.
Bloody ass. Can I get a little sympathy? 'Cause I got a bloody ass. I'm bleeding generously. 'Cause I got a bloody ass. Bloody ass. Whoa.
Nice. Let's watch it again. Oh, that's fucking fantastic. Very well done, sir.
I'll fight anybody who says that that's not better than the acoustic version of Layla that Eric Clapton did.
Fuck yeah, I totally agree with you.
I will fight anybody with that song playing.
Yeah, I get me pumped up right there. It's well done.
Bloody up some asses.
Very well done. All right, so since we're talking about bloody asses, let's check in on Stuttering John Melendez. His show on Thursday. He's got a big special guest he's all excited about. He's dressed up nice for it. He's ready to start his show, but his green screen is not ready to start his show.
Don't cross the Duke. Everybody knows that.
Yes, everybody should know that. Damn it, my goddamn green screen again. This fucking thing. Holy shit. Got all dressed up for my guest. I even shaved. That's right. If I'm going to have a pretty woman on, I got to make sure I look in tip-top shape. Check, check, check. You know, because the Duke has got to deliver, even for the ladies.
For Pepsi.
What does that mean, even for the ladies? I got to deliver even for the ladies?
Yeah, usually it's the men, but, you know.
Right, yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. This is like a date for him. He got dressed up to have a guest on his show.
That's the collared shirt that he has. He only has one short sleeve collared shirt, and he's wearing it now. I believe he borrowed it from his brother.
Has anyone wore a golf shirt worse than John?
No.
The collar is all, it's like two different collars.
He somehow makes everything look like a moo-moo.
It's amazing. It's so disheveled right here. Looks terrible. He needs starch or something. I don't know. He needs something. It's like gravity is fighting everything. His clothes, his face, his chin. It's a constant battle with gravity over there. I guess it's near the equator. Probably.
Oh. And that makes you drool.
All right, so he brings on his guest, and this is Ivy Supersonic. If you're a Stern fan, you might have heard of Ivy Supersonic before. She's got an interesting life, and she's got a big story to tell us.
Spoke a little bit about movies, and now we're going to speak more about movies, this time on the animated side. And this time, which really kind of deals with Pixar, I believe. No, maybe not. Well, she'll be here to tell us what it is. Please welcome my guest, Ivy Supersonic. Hello, Ivy.
Hi. So good to see you after all these years.
Yes, how are you?
I'm well. Thank you for having me on. This is a very exciting topic. I love talking about it. It's a cartoon that I created called A Scrat. You may know it. 20th Century Fox grossed $10 billion.
Okay. So what she's describing here, and we'll get all into this, is that she invented the character at the beginning of the Ice Age movies that tries to get the acorn.
Yeah.
And keep getting thwarted. And so she came up with this idea that it's a squirrel and a rat combined. Well, she didn't come up with it. She saw it in Central Park or something and then told her boyfriend about it and then got someone to illustrate it and put this thing together.
I was wondering where a man got involved in this story and actually got something created.
Correct.
By the way, she it seems like she's in the back of the truck that the guy who tasted your hot sauce was in.
Yes.
Yeah, where's the $10 billion when you need it?
I know. I love that she describes, and this is an ongoing theme that we'll talk about, but the Ice Age movies, were those super popular because of the beginning skit, or had it more to do with like the character development afterwards with Ray Romano and all the people, Dennis Leary, you know, all the characters that people actually enjoyed watching and following around, and then they made sequels. It wasn't because of the squirrel. I just want to watch the squirrel thing, then we got to go, kids.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But she's explained that that's the $10 billion part of the movie. Now, Christian, this is going to be like a Christian Black clip. This is a longer clip.
Is it 4 minutes?
I don't know. I don't know how long it is because it's pure bliss. This is all I want John's show to be. Okay. This should be the new format for Stuttering John show. John, I'm telling you right now, have guests on who are not tech savvy and talk them through it, because this is all I want to see.
Oh, is the little squirrel? Is it all right?
Well, he's a hybrid rodent. He's part squirrel and he's part rat. So there's a conjunction, very simple, like for children. SQ for squirrel, RAT for rat, scrat.
There you go. And he's always trying to get that acorn.
He's trying to get his nut.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm coming back. I'm feeding back. So let's see how we can fix this.
Yeah.
You have your computer mic.
I have my, I don't know if there's a mic, but it's in the computer system.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Do you hear that? Turn your speaker down a little bit.
Oh, I don't know if I know where to find it even.
Okay, we're off to a bad start.
You have to go down.
How do you do that?
Okay, I'm a real girl with this kind of stuff. I see the word mute
That's offensive.
and then settings.
I see the word mute. Hit that.
Okay.
It's also the
Settings.
only time she's a real girl.
And then go
Audio.
to sound.
That must be audio. I'll go there.
Sound, yeah, audio.
Okay.
Output. See your speakers. Just just turn down the volume on the output a little bit. See that slide thing on the bottom?
See it? No, but I see this word echo cancellation. It has a check.
All right, but on the bottom.
Yeah, so she's in StreamYard, and she's using Windows. John uses a Mac. So this gets funnier and funnier as he tries to explain to her how to do this.
It has an output volume. Do you see that?
Now that I did that mic volume, is it any better now? Wait, what
No.
Much
no,
worse.
no. You're lowering your mic.
messing it all up? Oh, okay, hold on. Okay.
So go back and turn your mic back up.
Can I do reduce mic background noise?
You can.
Try that.
Try that.
Okay. Echo cancellation. Should I put that on?
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me consult.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, now do me a favor. Turn your. All right. You see on the sound on the bottom
starting
output
over?
volume.
Yeah, I see the word audio, so it's letting me do this word audio, and then my choices are
Oh, no.
cancellation, reduce the mic background.
No. Go to sound. Go to the tab that says sound.
It says audio, Josh. She keeps telling you it's
I have a
audio.
different kind of computer than you.
There should be
She
an
really
output and
thinks
there
that
should
the
be an
echo.
input.
She really thinks the echo cancellation is going to fix it. 'Cause
Yes.
She's like, yeah, but it says echo
I
cancellation.
could keep clicking this
here.
one button here. Would that do it, maybe?
Yeah, we're never going to figure this out. But I got
That's
speaker.
true.
Try
speaker,
taking your top off.
communication speaker.
We're gonna get there,
headphones,
don't
and a
worry.
Speaker headphone jack. Yeah. I don't know. I want to say I suck. That's a really bad word to say, but I'm not going to figure
Do
it
you
out.
have headphones?
Okay. That's a good question. There you go, Jenny.
Wow. He
Little
did learn
speaker I
something
could
in the
plug
last 6
Will
years.
Will
Yeah.
that help? But it'll come through.
It
the
might.
speaker?
It might.
We'll try it. You're gonna be loud. I have this speaker. Let's just try it.
All right.
Anything better?
Let me hear you.
Can you hear
No.
me? No. Yeah.
All right. So we'll have to deal with it.
Okay.
But I'm feeding back. It just stinks. I just wish that we can, just figure out how to turn your output speaker down.
Having issues. No bill pay.
What kind of computer do you have?
It looks like an Envy. A Sony
Try
Envy.
paying my bill.
All right. And is your settings bar? Is it? It should say audio. There should be a tab for audio.
Just on the bottom, it says the word mute, stop cam, settings. I went to the settings before. The preset, the leave. Do you want to call me back?
Damn it. I wanted to do this. I'm trying to figure out. Do you have any headphones anywhere?
John, remember, leave the room and come back in. Did he forget his own great advice right here? All right, let's see. Does this woman who invented a beloved cartoon character, does she own headphones?
I do. I
good.
have, I don't know.
Go see if you can find some headphones. I'll stall and then come back in.
Oh, stole.
Okay, well, okay, close my
Stole!
picture.
Do-do-do-do.
All right, anyway, so let me so Scrat is the squirrel rat
Yeah.
that always tries to get the acorn. And was at
the
the beginning
recap.
of the Ice Age movies, and it was entertaining.
Don't worry, I got this. Go find your headphones.
I love a parade.
Yeah.
All that tech stuff. All that.
Don't interrupt John when he's singing,
I know.
Christian. It's
I keep
very
forgetting-
rude of you.
I keep forgetting how long it is.
Now I'm going to start the song over.
All that tech stuff came after what should have been a great moment for John. He's like, yeah, Scrat's always trying to get his nut. And
Yep.
she was like setting him up. And he's like, no, I can't hear you.
I
And,
know, immediately.
yeah.
This sucks.
and
All right.
yes, every 4.5 minutes of his show should be this, by the way. I agree with you.
Yeah, this is the best part of the show. So now we're going to find out that John thought he was going to get a t-shirt for free,
Oh.
which is exciting for him because he's poor. But it didn't work out that way, unfortunately.
But anyway, so I was on Facebook and Ivy Supersonic said, John, do you want a Scrat t-shirt? I said, sure. And she said, all right, can you Venmo me $50? I'm like, oh, I thought you were just giving them out because I personally have so many fucking t-shirts.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with them.
Isn't it amazing that he's like, yeah, I'll take a t-shirt. And it's like, okay, it costs money. Oh, I have way too many shirts. I wouldn't even know what to do with that. You can wear them.
Yeah, right. That'd be the number one answer.
Yes.
I remember last year, Carl, when I was right there in the basement with you and Chris. At the end of it, you said, hey, would you like a WATP shirt? And I said, sure, that'd be great. And you were like, great. And you got one of those little square things. And you plugged
Yeah,
it into
I'm
your
like, just
phone.
swipe your card
I had
right
to
here,
swipe my
sir.
credit card. But it was worth it. It was only $60.
Family discount.
Plus tip.
Yeah, right? 50%.
For producer Chris.
50% is appreciated, 20 is preferred. But thank you very much for being here. All right, so then she comes back on, and I assume that means that she probably found some headphones, and we'll get this figured out.
I said, what do you mean you created it? And did you find them?
No, it's like an endless, no. But am I better? Is it better?
No, but we're going to have to deal with it.
Okay.
See, every time I talk, it just feeds back.
I love that she goes, no, I didn't change anything. Is it better? Why would it be?
She's very optimistic.
Well, yeah, it's a good way to live life, I suppose.
Yeah, I know.
So, and now, could you turn your microphone up?
Here's up the thumbs up.
Forgot about that shit.
I turned it off. Hold on. Settings. I'm very unmechanical. Camera.
Mechanical.
Audio. Okay. Mic.
We're back to here
Okay,
again,
I
huh?
default mic. The communications. I suck. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. Adjust the mic. Okay. All right. I'm at 154.
Can you come over
How's
to
it
my
now?
house in Cape Coral?
Just turn a little louder.
Oh, more louder? Okay, hold on. I can go to the. Hold on. Okay, I got 200.
All right, that's good.
That's good.
So, all right. So, Ivy, go ahead and tell your story.
Nothing,
Okay, so this is
nothing
a
has
really
changed.
crazy story.
Nothing has changed at all. We've accomplished nothing over the past 7 minutes. So we're right back to square one. And now he says, tell your story, which is, by the way, the worst interview starter possible, especially for Ivy Supersonic, because this woman rambles. She goes off on every tangent. She name drops. Every single thing that happened to her, she has to include in the story. Like when she saw the squirrel, it was 2 p.m. and it was cloudy that day. I think the next day it rained quite a bit, but that day was supposed to rain, but it didn't rain. So then I run into the guy who runs CNN, and he was telling me that he liked the squirrel. So I told my boyfriend, who then called him. I swear to God, this goes on and on and on. No one can fucking follow it. John, for whatever reason, is letting this happen. And eventually he gets annoyed with it.
And they were body painted. This is from my show in 1997 with Jeannie Moss on CNN. So anyway.
Hey, Ivy, I really want to get to the stories, but the problem is,
It's too long. All right, let me shorten it down. So
No. It's not you. It's the audio. So
Also, I'm insane.
Do me a favor. Can we,
It's not
is there any way that you can get to a like a CVS and get some headphones that then you can plug in and then come back?
Yeah, are we live right now?
Get some beer.
Yes.
Are we live right
Oh,
now?
yeah. Okay. So I just have headphones in my house. I could scour my house right now. I know I have.
Oh.
Yeah, he told you to do that
If you
before.
had headphones, it would make it so much better.
She must be easy to
Because
fool.
I'm feeding back. It's really annoying.
Yeah. You can tell this woman's definitely worth billions of dollars. The way that she's talking right there.
I would hate to prevent this happening again in the future, but explaining it here, even though John will watch because his name will be in it, he'll never do it. But if you or I had this problem, and just say it was somebody we really wanted to talk to, is there anything that you can think of, Carl, that you or I would do to make sure that we at least ut it down a little bit?
Well, one of the things I would do is probably connect with them before the show and test everything.
That's first.
That's the first thing you would do, so that when you bring her on, shows what she's doing and everything is working correctly. Try a different device.
And the other thing that John could do is mute her when he's talking and then turn it back on. But that's a lot of him having to push buttons, and we know that's not his strong suit. But that would really have cut down on a lot of it. He could have just muted her and okay, now you speak, over, click.
Well, the worst part is that when she was first talking, you could hear her, but now she's changed all of her settings, which didn't fix the feedback problem, but it did make her sound way, way worse.
Yeah,
so
she
now
really
we're at a
should have
point.
used the echo cancellation. That would have fixed it.
So now we're at a
Bill
point
pay.
where I thought for sure, because she used the word anyway over and over again, and then we did this anyway, and she keeps getting herself back on track. I thought for sure John was gonna be like, "Can you just get to the fucking point?" But instead he goes, "No, this is great. I love it. It's all amazing. You just sound like shit. Can you go to CVS and get headphones?" So this whole story, and John tries to tell it himself and he fucks it all up, but the whole story is all about her creating this character and then getting ripped off because a Fox property bought it or obtained it somehow, and then they sold it off to Disney. So Disney owns it and she got nothing for it. And so John gives an example of how this happened to his sister. This is a story I don't think I've heard before from John, so I was actually interested in this one.
My sister, when she was young, if you guys remember the World Wildlife Fund, she found headphones.
I'm getting faster left.
Hey, she does have headphones. Oh, shit.
Not yet.
Did it. Hold on.
Oh, you have to plug them in.
I don't want to brag here. I own so many headphones. I'm lousy with headphones. If you said to me, Carl, can you find headphones? I'm like, fuck yeah, I can. I'd be like on Let's Make a Deal. If he's like, do you have headphones? Like, yeah, I do actually. What kind do you want? I got earbuds. I got over that head. Got everything. Noise canceling.
How is it?
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I do. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
Hey, John found the solution. Give him credit there.
So Ivy, I was telling the story just so what happened to my sister, the World Wildlife Fund, she wrote a letter to the World Wildlife Fund with the total cartoon, like a comic book. And it was starring an owl. And the slogan was, "Give us a hoot, don't pollute."
Give us a hoot, don't pollute. This is reminding me very much of how John invented the Kardashians. And then she said, what if there was a Native American gentleman and he's got a tear going down his eye? And they're like, stop littering so much, you guys.
Give a hoot, don't litter.
Wrote the letter, sent it in. Before you know it, there's a fucking animated thing out for the World Wildlife Fund. Give us a hoot, don't pollute. It's the owl that has to say. And my sister was like, that's my owl. That's my slogan.
Give us a hoot, don't pollute.
No, it's give a hoot, don't pollute. It's
give a
Woodsy
hoot.
Owl. Yeah.
Yes. In fact, I found it for us.
Oh, okay.
What did you think he was going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, I thought he was going to say that his sister does all those Jersey Mike's commercials and she doesn't get paid for any of it.
I get it.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Woodsy Owl. In order to try and stop pollution, we need more help. So, help Woodsy spread the word. Come on, never be a dirty bird. No matter where you go, you can let some people know to give a hoot, don't pollute. Never be a dirty bird. In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good.
Why would it be give us a hoot? Why did John even think that was the case? It doesn't even fucking make sense.
Give us a hoot, don't us pollute.
Yeah, let's hear him singing that again.
Like a CVS and get some headphones that then you can plug in. And then
I went back too far.
It's all good stuff.
My bad. I went back way too far. Let's hear John's version
My
of that
sister,
again.
when it was starring an owl. And the slogan was, give us a hoot, don't pollute.
You should check his IMDb page. He's gone places.
There was supporting
He's got a lot of
actors.
credits.
Woodsy Owl's going to be on Beyond the Balcony next week. It's going to be fucking great.
She wrote the letter, sent it in. Before you know it, there's a fucking animated thing out.
It wasn't
For the
animated.
World Wildlife Fund, give us a hoot. Don't pollute. It's the owl that has to say.
What? What is that last lyric?
It's what the owl has to say.
Blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ.
Why do you have to give an owl hoots, John? You're so dumb.
That doesn't make any sense. Your sister's a dummy. They fixed it for her. You're welcome. All right, so this is just an example of how this woman tells stories. I've been alluding to it. I don't want everyone to suffer through it, but this is probably a good little example of it.
And I was stationed at the Fox booth handing out my "What is Mayor Giuliani doing about the infiltration of Scrap, the squirrel rat?" pitching all of Fox and pitching everybody out of the Fox booth. I mean, it was Fox Saban. Saban is on Forbes list is one of the wealthiest men in the whole world. Okay, he owns Saban, and Disney, bought him. So it's very hard to fight these people, obviously. So, Mike, so I have something called the Feathered Hat Naked Wedding. So my naked wedding of my naked models was February 9th, 1999.
I swear this goes on and on and on, and John doesn't interrupt it, just lets this happen. I can't follow the conversation at all. I have no idea what's going on. Just those details, not important at all. Doesn't matter how wealthy that guy is. Doesn't matter what you were doing at the time and how naked the models were.
What the date was.
What the date was. None of this matters at all. Just explain to us what happened. How'd you get ripped off?
But the look on his face can tell you why he didn't stop her, because he's not paying attention. He's just imagining what it's like to toss her salad.
Yes, he's definitely tuned out. And finally, he does decide to interrupt and get things back on track. But it does not work.
So anyway, I designed Pamela Anderson's hat. I went to Las Vegas. I stayed with Michael Anderson and Michael Maddock. They had 2 single beds.
Oh. I know, but see, all right, Ivy. You gave your boyfriend the idea. Your boyfriend then sells it to Fox.
He didn't sell it. I now gave it to Michael Maddock and gave Michael Maddock my script and slept at Michael's house for 7 days while I was on CNN.
Again, like he tries to get her back on track, and she just immediately gets right back off track. No. I was in that bed. I told you it was a single bed. 7 days, CNN. I was on that show. Like, Jesus Christ. And John's wrong about all of his details. Every time we butt say, he's like, yeah, but this happened, right? She's like, no, that's not what happened at all.
No, I'll straighten you out.
The other thing about this, though, and look, there's going to be a happy ending for everyone. Everyone's going to be very excited about this ending. But she keeps talking about her relationship with Tommy Lee from Motley Crue, and he agreed to voice this Scrat character. And is Tommy Lee known for voiceover work?
No.
Okay,
no,
he's a drummer, right?
I believe
Drummer with a big
he's
penis.
known for drumming and his right hook. I believe those are the 2 things
okay.
that he's known for.
So the idea that she's just like, yeah, I had this all figured out, and I had a script written, and Tommy Lee was going to do the voice. So whatever this thing turned into is not what she was envisioning at all, because Scrat doesn't talk. Because I don't know if you know this, but squirrels in the Ice Age didn't talk.
But they talk now, right?
Yeah, now they do. But back then,
I just saw Sing an Owl, so obviously I know that squirrels talk now.
obviously. So John is so brilliant. When he talks about what's wrong with society, he really breaks it down in a mature manner.
And now Fox was suing me. They started a lot. This lawsuit's been going, it's just, they'll do anything they could do to you.
It's always the man picking on the little guys, always.
Yep. That's right, John. It's always the fucking man. The society. By the way, how bad does John want to be the man picking on the little guys?
No.
When he was up on the Tonight Show, he couldn't wait to pick on the little guys. But now he's just like, yep, that's all they do. Pick on the little guys. Well, no, they probably had a reason to sue her. My guess, they're not just like, what should we do tonight? I don't want to sue that weirdo lady who rambles. So then they're talking about the director of the first Ice Age movie. And it was his first full-length movie. And John, again, gets this wrong.
Ice Age was his first movie. It was his first feature film.
And he doesn't know that you created it and that they...
He does.
He knows that it was stolen.
It's an entire group of men.
What a scumbag.
He's wrong every single time he's trying to move things along. Yeah, and he didn't know, obviously. He's like, no, he did.
No, he knew.
But first off, what's the director supposed to do? So you're Chris Wedge, and you got this woman going, hey, I created that character. He's just like, okay, well, I was told I could use it, and I don't know, it seems like the lawyers are fine with it, so we're just going to do that. Is he supposed to throw her some money or something? Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, the least he could have done is buy her another pair of headphones. You know?
That's true, yes. It's just the man trying to keep the little guy down. So they love to pick on the little guy. That's what the problem is here. So now this is where this turns into Stuttering John. I think that these two should host a show together. They'd be great at it.
So then I had a problem with my copyright. If you have a problem with a trademark and a problem with a copyright, then what do you own? Well, exactly. I do own Scrat.com. So just imagine that Mickey Mouse is a big character and Disney owns MickeyMouse.com. Minnie Mouse is a big character. They own MinnieMouse.com. And Scrat made $10 billion and I own Scrat.com because they stole it from me.
That doesn't mean anything. Yeah. This logic is illogical. This idea that, well, I own the domain name and therefore they probably owe me $10 billion. I would imagine.
And Mickey was playing. You didn't have to bring Minnie into it. It's the exact same
Let me give you another example. What about Goofy? Have you heard of Goofy? Let me give you another one. Like, okay, just because you bought the URL does not mean you own any of this. Yeah. But interesting strategy. A guy like John would be like, yeah, well, then they definitely owe you money.
He would.
And John's so stupid because they talk about how like these copyrights expire at a certain point. And this was big news a couple of years ago with Mickey Mouse. And John thinks that Disney doesn't own the rights to Mickey Mouse anymore.
So Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse is not owned by Disney anymore?
Wrong again.
Why would you think that? Could you imagine? I would open an amusement park tomorrow in Rochester if that were the case. So no, you're just really stupid. So this is where John gets really turned on. Now she's wearing this shirt. She's very proud of the shirt.
Yeah.
It's her character having sex with both Mickey and Minnie. And she claims that she can wear this. It's the first time it's ever been seen on a show. She even tells John, like, you got to keep this show around for prosperity because this is an amazing thing that I'm showing you right now. John didn't seem that impressed, but he did like it when she started showing the shirt in a very sexual manner. And he gets very turned on here.
It becomes Ivy Fox. And then when Disney purchased it, it becomes Ivy Disney. Right here, Ivy Disney. Now, Disney didn't make Disney
This is turning me on.
Disney did not.
There's no jokes there.
No.
That's 100% true.
Just a creep.
Rehook your jaw, John.
So she's showing these characters on her shirt, if you're listening, and she's like kind of showing the outline of her boob.
Yeah, she's cupping herself a little bit.
And I just want to put in slow-mo John's facial expressions after he says this is turning him on. It just makes it easy for me to make a thumbnail later, so I just wanted to show you that. But the horniness does not end there. The horniness continues on in this episode.
But anyway,
I'm just waiting for all the super chatters to write. Please show us which one is Scrat again and do a circle around there.
So what happened is that this Scrat is 50-50 Ivy Disney, right?
Yes.
And, right. So this is the first Disney cartoon character to really stick his willy inside a willy, and he got a willy for the willy.
Hey, John, she's all yours.
Yeah.
Take it. Take this
I was
one.
literally thinking, I've never had this thought watching John before. He could definitely fuck her. There's no doubt. He
I think you're right, because
could get this girl.
He started getting creepy with her. She's just like, "Oh, you like looking at my boobs? Hey, check it out. Here are my boobs." He's like, "Yeah, all right,
finally."
Oh, John is in some kind of dry spell right now. And it really shows.
If he just lets her keep talking, he can do whatever he wants.
What if he had Chrissy Mayer on the show? I got to wonder what would happen. So John has to interject in this portion because he has to prove how smart he is. He loves to do this. When he knows something, he needs to interrupt you and let you know that he knows stuff.
Got this. Do you know what this is?
That's Steamboat Willie?
This is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Oh, that's right. Oswald. His first character.
So Walt Disney, before he started the company Walt Disney, he worked for Universal Pictures.
I know the whole story.
So he made the cartoon Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
And they took it from him.
So what happened was he left that company and started his own, and he stole it back. So he based Mickey Mouse off of Oswald the Rabbit. So that's why Mickey and Oswald look alike. So Mickey is a stolen character, based off a stolen character.
Everybody steals everything, apparently.
Now,
you know what Mickey's real name was?
Yeah, Mortimer.
Mortimer, and then his wife said, no.
Lillian. Yeah, his wife is named Lillian. My mom was Lillian too. His wife said, no, it's got to be Mickey. And his mother was named Flora.
These are two peas in a pod right here.
No.
You see me close to my microphone. Do you know what Mickey's name was going to be?
Oh, you do.
Well, I think that they would both be interested in the tidbit I'm about to share, that Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was traded by Universal to Disney for Al Michaels, legitimately, that they could have Al Michaels on NBC, and they always wanted Oswald the Lucky Rabbit back. So there you go, John. I know you're watching. So
that's
now
fascinating. Please go on.
Good stuff there.
That's why I shared it.
I like that Walt Disney worked for a company, created a character, and then John's like, "Oh yeah, they stole it from him." That's how working for a company works. He's so stupid. Oh, that's the man picking on the little guy again. No, they paid him to create characters, and then they own those characters. You're in show business. You probably know something about this. So this is great. Now we go to the super chats, and this is some question to ask your guest on your show.
Are you going to get offended by these super chat questions?
I don't know. What are they saying?
Sheet Citizen, I'll ask for John Ivy. Do you do third input?
No.
It's unbelievable. And then look at him giggling. He's like, "Oh, she answered the question."
Don't worry. They do it to every one of my guests. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I know this is probably inappropriate and you're offended, but it happens to everyone.
And I'm also curious.
Well, of course he wanted to ask that question. He's all excited about it.
Thank you, Sheet Citizen, for asking the question. I've been trying to figure out how to get into the interview.
This is the part where you'd think that John was looking in a mirror. If John transitioned and then did a show with himself, it would look a little something like this.
Principal Scrat Trademark. Is this it? Wait, I think this is it. Anyway, I have a few of them. I have two of them.
Well, you know what? At least
you show your framed trademark.
So I got my trademark.
But now they're not going to put it in any more movies.
Well, they fired 450 animators at Blue Sky Studios, and they pulled the Scrat out of Ice Age 6. So January 28th.
Just so they don't have to pay you.
2020.
Scumbags.
So pull the Scrat out, and I get 500
Because she's got more posters to show. And all of the headlines about this, she's blown up into posters.
500 articles. Looper.
She's showing them all.
Disney lost the trademark dispute. Wow, Ivy. Taking on Disney.
Yeah, look at this one.
It's just like John showing that he headlined the place in Reno. He's just like, look at what I got. I was a comedian once. What do you got? I won a trademark clause. Oh, yeah, look what I got. I got a dog training obedience thing. Oh, yeah, what do I got?
I had a giant check for Publishers Clearinghouse.
I don't want to spoil Ivy Supersonic's victory lap, but I just did a quick Google, and it says Scrat will not appear in the Ice Age film Adventures of Buck Wild because he is still stuck in space. So apparently the character went into space in some past movie.
Well, that's
actually why he's not in it.
What's so dumb about this is that, because I was researching it too, and they said Ice Age 6 will not have Scrat. And she did win this battle for owning the copyright, or they own it 50-50 or something like that. And so John's like, and those scumbags won't even put the character in the movie now? It's like, yeah, because they don't own it.
Yeah.
That's why, John. She fought this fight in order to have this character removed from the world. So it was a great victory. Yeah, great job on that one. Really well done. Our boy MGA, Michael Gavin Ali, comes in with a super chat. And you can imagine what that's going to be like.
What they did was they copied mine, and they made 3 also. 3 fingers, 3 toes. They copied the nose.
Yeah.
They copied all these things that have
I got it. Hold on, I got to just read some of these. Michael Gavin Ali Show. Thanks for the $5. Hey, John, you can't figure out to do an interview or work a computer. LOL. I said you, John, to come on the MGA. Please come on. I don't know who you are. Burt Lancaster's anus. He's a good guy. Ivy, when you and John inevitably end up making whoopee, will you use the Scrat voice in bed? Yeah, this is a question I'd like to know.
Yeah, they're asking you.
When you guys end up having sex, will she make the Scrat voice in bed? He doesn't have a voice. She didn't do his voice. He just wanted to read a thing about them fucking eventually. That was the point of that. The flirting is obnoxious. Like, that's the thing with, he claims he learned this from Howard, asking about third input and this kind of stuff. Howard didn't come off as like a desperate loser when he talked to these women who came in. You get the sense he wasn't actually trying to fuck them. Whereas John, I think, would definitely fuck all of his guests.
A natural approach like you've been there before gets you a lot of mileage.
Mm-hmm. You ready to read more insults? This is great. You bring on a guest, and then the super chatters just insult her. And you're like, hey, just so you know, people are going to be insulting you now. That's the portion of the show that we've gotten to.
Don't worry, these are going to be insulting, but if I can take it, you can take it.
All right, let's go.
Wait a second. When is that the rules? Listen, everybody hates me, so now they hate you by proxy, and so you got to just deal with it.
He's protecting her.
Yeah, what an asasshole. If I can take it, you can take it.
Since when can he take it?
No, I know that's the thing. He can't take it. It bothers the hell out of him.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Rev Fugly, Stuttering John, show this broad the cum on the back of the mic. There's no cum on my mic.
Yet.
Godfather, I never thought I'd miss Rob Saul. Hey, be nice to Ivy. I like Ivy.
Yeah, these people, I don't know. Are these what kind of fans are these? Are these people in a basement just like jerking off? What is going on?
Pretty much. There's 50% fans, 50% trolls.
Yeah, jerking off. Like
50% fans, 50% trolls. Does he think that? Do you think his audience is 50-50?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty much.
Only the trolls super chat.
Apparently, yes. Or chat in the regular chat, because I watch these live sometimes. I see what people are saying.
There's 50% fans, 50% trolls.
Yeah, jerking off like Mickey and Minnie. Listen, I want you to
Are you deep up?
show.
He gets so excited when she points at her boobs. She's wearing a t-shirt. She's not really showing anything. She's just pointing at her chest. And John goes, are you a D cup? Producer Chris.
Yes.
You've seen boobs before. Mm-hmm. Do you think she's a D cup?
I don't.
Christian Blatt.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen boobs or not, but do you think she's a D cup?
My wife let me see them one time, and no, I think that that's a padded C bra.
It's actually a B. She goes, no, these are Bs.
Okay.
And he goes, what? Yeah, that's what B cups look like, John.
Would it be so crazy to find out what bees taste like? I don't know. We'll find out.
And also, it's almost like he's trying to compliment her, just like, oh, I'm pretty sure those are Ds. All right, moving on if you say so. She's like, no, they're just B cups. It's fine. It is what it is. All right, you ready for more insults? I know I am.
All right, now let me. Vagina Wrinkle 13, thanks for the $2. I love how prepared you always are. Such a pro. Hey, look, man, I can't help it if she didn't have headphones. I mean, it's Flayo Randy, worst Stuttering John show I've ever seen. There we go. Hashtag cat lady. Don't worry, Ivy. There'll be nice ones too.
Oh yeah,
I get them all the time. It's all hate.
Wait, so which
like,
is
here
it?
we go.
I love that he goes, there's some good ones coming, but I get them all the time. It's all hate. Okay, that sounds like the truth just slipped out for a second there.
Hate. See, like, here we go. Rev Fugly, thanks for the $5. Man, you attract the least entertaining people like flies to shit.
And then he giggles.
I know.
They just called out the guest. And he goes, yeah, it's pretty good.
And she's just sitting there like an idiot, chest forward.
Yeah, just like, you guys still jerking off to me over there? No, we're just goofing on John.
Just so you're not confused, Ivy, I'm the flies, you're the shit, okay? I don't want you to think it the other way around, yes.
All right, one more clip on here. John asks a wildly inappropriate question, and she does not want to answer it. You can't figure out why.
But obviously, I guess they could have heard that. I mean, maybe my stuff wasn't stolen.
Have you had sex with anybody famous, Ivy?
Me?
He interrupts her to yell, "Have you had sex with anybody famous?"
But obviously, I guess they could have hurt. I mean, maybe my stuff wasn't stolen.
Have you had sex with anybody famous, Ivy?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course.
Who?
People.
Oh, give me one name.
No.
Pretty please with sugar on Tommy Lee?
I wish she had the awareness of John in 2024 to say Shuli Igor.
Right.
Oh.
That would have been hilarious. So John wants her to start naming names. Now remember, John brags about banging centerfolds, but only the ones who have since passed. Those are the names that he throws out there. But really, in polite society, we don't go around bragging about celebrities that we've had sex with, the people that people know. And that's kind of off-putting to people. And John's just like, come on, pretty please. He's like begging for the goal all of a sudden. Pretty please tell me who you fucked.
That's up there with, hey, Joey, you ever kill anybody?
Right. Because you know the follow-up question is going to be like, how big's his hog? You know that's all John wants to know is that he's thinking about the guy's penis as soon as he hear a name. Tommy Lee, what do we got? How big of a dick?
Who are these podcasts?